Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. On the visitor sideline, Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell. And his guys looking to even things up after a 3-4 start to the year. Across the field on the Lions sideline, Dan Campbell. His guys coming off their byes, so they should be fresh and ready to get after it. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Back on the field after a knee injury robbed him of his rookie season, but he showed a ton of promise in the limited sample size we saw of him during the preseason. Go back to the University of Michigan. You saw an accurate passer who ran the offense extremely well, but don't be fooled by that. He was never afraid to attack defenses with his arm, and he'll try to do the same here in the NFL.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. McCarthy going to sneak it, and he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
But that wound up backfiring. Instead of handing it to your workhorse fullback or running back, they went quarterback sneak, and now they have to punt it away.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a gain of 5.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
For the Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Here's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Again, Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And the Lions first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
44-yard line.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 to 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's another Detroit Lions.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
He's mine. Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on him.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Goff now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Jamison Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that, and no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this, because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you should get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return for the Vikings offense, and Justin Jefferson set to take over once more. And he's right up there amongst the league's best when it comes to racking up receiving yards this season. Currently ranked in the top 5 as things stand here. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the option, here's Gibbs. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Laporta. A gain of 3 yards.
On 4th down, Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's good for a Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
It's complete to Williams. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Now it's Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. Quick toss by Goff is complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
At the 16-yard line. Brings up second down.
Goff now looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Williams, incomplete. Brings up third down and 15.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And now out comes Minnesota. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now McCarthy. He'll try and do this himself. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
13 yards on the play. And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. The Vikings sit 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
13 yards on the play. And the Vikings first down. A gain of 13.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. To the air with McCarthy. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
McCarthy's pass.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
A gain of 14 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Pass complete to Addison. And they'll get this down to the 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Vikings first down.
Up the middle, Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are back within a score.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
His kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. Now a hit and a loose football. And this belongs to the Vikings. So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time, because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they can get the ball to the end zone.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Lions offense and receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown set to go once more. And as we play here in the month of November, he's putting together a campaign to remember, the NFL's leader amongst wideouts in touchdown receptions. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. Goff. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain.
Of 6 yards.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Looking to put a drive together. On play action, McCarthy. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
McCarthy's pass.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
Adam Thielen. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd
They'll
and
run
6.
wide side with Jones.
26-yard line.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 25
So the ball
yards
moves
on the
into
play.
Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now he's going to step up and run. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So they decline the holding penalty and will take the down instead, as that leads us to 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Jameer Gibbs in the Lions offense getting set once again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Goff now looking to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
To throw is Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, here's Goff. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
At their own 5-yard
Minnesota
line.
now ready for their next possession. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
14-yard line.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Brings up
third down from the gun, McCarthy. He'll try to pick it up himself.
Holding offense.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Addison hauls it in. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 10 yards. And a Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Now 2nd and 9. Looking to throw McCarthy. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He lets one go. Deep for Addison. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jameer Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
On the play.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
A gain of 12 yards.
Now it's Goff. Throw caught by Raymond. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
More yards.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Here's Goff. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 6.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half.
A gain of 3.
From the right hash, this from 33. Bates' kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
A final shot before break. McCarthy. And he whips that one incomplete there. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Hope you...
Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
A 7-yard pickup.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
50-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
For a Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hand off down to Gibbs. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Now gone. It's complete to Williams. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Goff now to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
That's another Detroit Lions first down.
They'll run with Montgomery. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
The tackle made.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. Once more Montgomery. And once again, this defense very stout. They stop him for no gain for the 2nd straight play. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. Here's Goff. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown Lions. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here.
The Lions.
Goff looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Looking to put a drive together. Off the bootleg, here's McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard
They're going to play action. Here's McCarthy. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And the Vikings first down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Vikings
now a first down carry by Jones. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now McCarthy. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jordan Addison, 54 yards. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
14.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Goff. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Running left, Montgomery. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. McCarthy off the play fake. To the sideline and incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Now he's free at the 35.
Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Holding offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw, Goff.
This to Laporta, right side.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Offense.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Gone. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
A 10-yard gain.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Throwing is McCarthy.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Complete to Aaron Jones. A gain of 14 yards brings up 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He gets it to Addison.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Goff now looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. But how about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
McCarthy going to look to throw for it.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Lions 19.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
At the 30-yard line. A gain of 2.
To throw is gone. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
To the air with McCarthy. Slant route, and he's got Addison. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A gain of 6 yards.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Time for another look at this Lions offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Lions, 1st down.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Goff. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Open man is Raymond. He's got it.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
A 10-yard gain.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line.
The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting ready to go back to work. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard.
On play action, McCarthy. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Third and 19. Here's McCarthy.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together.
He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
brings up 2nd and 3.
Now gone. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Defense.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery with career touchdown number 60. And the Lions have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game.
26. Vikings,
a drive
22.
there of just 4 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A beautiful fake. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jordan Addison back out now as the Vikings offense set to take possession. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
A 5-yard gain.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
The 21-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. It's a pickup of 12, and that will set up a 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Back to throw. McCarthy.
He'll try to pick it up himself.
Holding. Offense.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Looking to throw. McCarthy. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions will take over.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At the 34.
They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
78 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
And the Lions, 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
And Gibbs has it. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout.
First down.
You can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Off play action. Here's Goff.
That's complete to Laporta.
And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
21-yard line.
Now a give running right is Montgomery. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
On third down, here's Gibbs. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory.
15 yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Well, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there, and the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for Detroit,
they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.